This time on Street Rat Garage, we are at the Indiana Public Auto Auction in downtown Indianapolis. Let's see what we can find today. So this time we're in the heart of Indianapolis, and this is one of the very few actual public auction houses that the public can not only buy here, but they can also sell here. So it's a little bit unusual than the police impounds and the government auctions that we have been going to. So anybody can buy, anybody can sell. So these aren't, well, some of them are crash cars, but these aren't crash cars. These aren't impounded cars. These aren't police forfeiture cars. These are actual cars brought in by actual people to actually sell. So the auction is held every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and it is held online. They used to do it, hands up bid here before COVID, and COVID ruined everything. So they're still online, just bidding. You can come here and you can go through the cars just about any time you want to during their regular business hours, Monday through Friday. Just come and look at the cars all you want. I'm out here. There's no one here, so I can spend as much time as I want picking through all of these cars. But Tuesday at 6 p.m. is when the live bidding starts. That's when you're going to want to be online. You're going to want to be signed up already. You have to jump through a few hoops, online, filling out your information. You have to give them actually a photo ID so you can bid. So I haven't asked, but I'm pretty sure that you can do that in here too, I would imagine. So you don't have to do it online, but you have to definitely bid online. So let's have a look at some of these cars. Now, the first thing I want to look at is this 2009, it's a hybrid Cadillac Escalade. Now that worries me a little bit that it's a hybrid, because we know how expensive the batteries are to replace them, like the Toyota Prius. But I don't know anything about hybrid Escalades. I don't even think they made a whole bunch of these guys right here. So it has a 6.0 engine in it, but it's a hybrid. So if this battery goes bad, do you still convert over to the just running off the 6.0 engine like a normal truck, or what? So I probably won't bid on this, but maybe if I get home and do a little research, I might. But it's pretty nice on the inside. She's decked out, got the third row seating. The body's in pretty good shape except for this rust spot right there. Let's see what she has under the hood real quick. See if we can get this guy open. Okay. So yeah, it's got this giant hybrid box in it and a 6.0 engine. Pretty sure it's a 6.0. It says in the description, but it doesn't say out here. So I think these are still the 6.0. I don't know why they made a hybrid, because I don't think it gets that much better gas mileage. But yeah, everything else looks pretty normal except for that big box over there. It's got a decent set of rims on it. It's got some rust popping up right there again on that side. For some reason it has a big chrome tip on the back, and electric 7,000 volts. Oh, guess it's not on. Okay. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't leave that on while customers are out here, but you never know. I have the app open here that gives all the details of the cars. There's not a whole lot of details. Just pretty much tells you whether, it runs, if it has a title, and anything that they may have noticed about the vehicle, and anything that the actual owner of the vehicle says. So this is another one that I wanted to look at. It's a Ford, I can't remember the year, 2000-ish, 2004, 5. It's got the Triton V10. I'm not a real fan of the V10. I don't think they were the greatest engines, but some people like them. But it's a F350, and I'm not a Ford fan, but this is a big truck. It's got the quad cab, and it's got nice interior. So how many miles are on this? Oh, dude, this only has 89,000 miles on it. Huh. I wonder if it was a hole in the camper. Is there a fifth wheel? I don't see a fifth wheel in it. What's it got on the back for towing? Probably just a Reese hitch. Has a Reese hitch that's all rusty. Doesn't look like anybody was even towing with this or really using it as a work truck. It is not beat up at all. Wow, I think this is going to go for more money than I want to spend. This is in pretty good shape. I am actually impressed with this Ford. It's got the rims on it. They're a little bit pitted, but those would clean up. Polish those aluminum rims up. And if you could get this for about, I don't know what, $5,000, you get it for $5,000, I think that would be a pretty sweet deal. But I think I'm more of a rusty Suburban type of guy, for sure. Let's have a look at this one. This is, again, I don't know the year because I'm not looking at my app, but about an 05. It's got some writing on it. It says engine noise, weak brakes, broken driver inside door handle. So, wonder what the engine noise is. Rod knock, a belt squeak. That's quite a big difference. One I'm okay with, one not so much. I mean, it has a 5.7 Vortec engine in it, which are usually pretty good engines. I'm not sure why it would be knocking. Of course, I don't know how many miles are on it either. But it does look a little beat. It's got some rust on the hood. It has some rust on the rockers. It's got some rust on the quarter panels. And electric fence again. It's a barn door. Well, that's kind of cool. What was this like? Oh, yeah, it's well, that's weird. It's got a Indiana temp registration in it for December of 30. I wonder if this was a dealer's vehicle that they couldn't sell because it has a rod knock in it. And this can't go for a whole lot of money, but it says it runs. The seats are beat up. How many miles are on this? 188,000. I mean, that's a lot, but not really. I don't know. I think we will pass on this one, but if somebody was looking to fix something up, this would probably be a good deal for, $500. Next up on the list, I think this was a 05. I should be looking at the list and seeing what years these are, but this has some nice rims on it. Nice factory rims, a Z71. So it's got the goodies. Oh, it's got the digital dash, so we can't tell how many miles are on it. Fortunately, you don't. I'll have to ask inside, but I don't think you get to start them up. Unless, I don't know, they may let you start it up. I'll ask inside and let you know. They may let you start it up if they're with you or something. Oh, it's got a 5.3. It's an 05. It's a 5.3 liter in this one. Too bad it's not a 6.0 in this. It's got the, we call those Hydro Boost. So I'm not a fan of that, but I guess it works good when it works good. Not so much when you have to go and fix stuff on it. But this is a solid rig. Yeah, I spoke too soon. It's been swiped a little bit here. That's not too bad. And then it does have a little bit of rust starting in the panels. It's got this plastic cover over it, which is, not good because moisture gets behind that. This one's just a regular tailgate. Advanced auto cells. These are always hid in the bumper right here. I don't know why that is. Got the trailer hitch and all that fun stuff on it. I don't know about this one. It's okay if it doesn't go for too much money. Let's take a better look inside. Ripped up seats, so somebody was sliding in and out of there, kind of on the big side. And almost the same. Looks like they had no friends because the back seats are in good shape. Oh, it's got the DVD player in it. DVD player. I guess that's what that is. I can't see it. Only you can see it from that angle. I can't see it. So yeah, it's not bad. What, $1,500 maybe? Well, I think we're going to be all about the trucks today. There's a few trucks out here, and I'm liking the GM trucks and the Ford truck, of course. Is there Dodge? I don't see any Dodges, except for maybe that minivan. Does that count? That doesn't count. Definitely not. But let's look at this Cadillac. I like this kind of. It had the protective clear coat on it. Not the clear coat, what do you call this? That you put on it to keep it chipped from chipping and looking good. And you leave it on too long and it gets baked on there and you can never get it back off and it looks like garbage. But this is good though. If you have the time and patience to get this back off, it's going to make it look good. And definitely going to lower the price of it. This was not well kept though. It's got rust. Why is there so much rust in Indiana? Because of the salt, that's why. See, it's got a dent there too. Not as big, but it has one too. I mean, I'm sure most of you people know that the Cadillac is just a glorified Tahoe or Suburban, if it's a long one. More seat damage. See how similar these seats look to the Suburban next door? Same thing. This is a difference, really. And well, I guess it's a little bit fancier on some of them. No, I don't know. I'm not liking this, but these are the things you got to look for. It's dirty. It's a little beat up. Has a Bose stereo. But this is where you make your money. This is tax time, and somebody would buy this all cleaned up. Look, it has tape. This doesn't work either. Man, missing center caps. It's a little pathetic, really. It's a shame somebody let their Cadillac get in this shape. Let's pop the hood real quick. Okay, this is the 05. This has a 6.0 in it. So, if anything, we have a 6.0 LS engine. If we could get this cheap enough, I'd buy it, strip it apart, and just use that engine. These headlights would come back around with a little bit of work, but I think this is under $1,000 vehicle. But it's tax time, and this is a public auction, so I don't think we're gonna get in under $1,000. But I would buy it for less than that. The Cadillac had 216,000 miles on it. There's supposed to be a Tahoe around here somewhere. You see it? I don't see it. Well, I just looked on my list, and I guess that Tahoe must be running through another auction, or not another auction, but a different day, maybe next week. But there was, that Ford is a 01, that big dually. So that's an 01 with how many miles did I say? Like 83,000 or something like that. Man, that's a good deal. That makes me want it. If it was a Chevy, I would definitely bid on it, but I could drive a Ford. Speaking of Fords, here is a 2004 Ford F-150. So it's seen better days. It's got some rust popping up here. Oh my. That whole fender under, it's gone. It's all gone. Okay. Well, and it's got even more rust back here. Yipes. That is bad. Uh-oh, look at the bed. The bed has holes all in it. Okay, maybe, is that why Ford switched to aluminum beds? Because they just rust out so bad? Maybe that's the deal. I'm not trying to offend Ford people, but they're rusty. At least this one is. Yep, frame rusted. Transmission issues, reverse only. Giant train coming down the tracks. Oh yeah. Okay, we hear you. Well, at least let's look and see what it has underneath the hood. What is that? A 5? I don't know. It says 5446. That's just a belt routing. Where do you find it? Am I just missing it? Am I glancing over it? Where's the? It's not like on a Chevy, I guess. I don't know. It's an F-150. I'm gonna go with a 4.6 probably on that one. So, probably has a good engine in it, and that's about it. Well, let's get back to our Chevys. Chevy Colorado. Again, I don't know what year. 05-ish, maybe. It's a lot better than the rusty Ford there, but it does have its own little bit of rust and Bondo. Probably shouldn't do that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Comes with the toolbox. These are, I don't know, they're not bad. They're not bad trucks. Better gas mileage than my Silverado, that's for sure. It says runs. There's no other description on here. And it's locked up, so we can't get inside of this one. I popped the hood. So there's no other information on this one. But she said, you come out here, all you have to do is take this stock number right there and run it inside, and she will get you all the information that they have on the vehicle. But it's a Chevy. What could be wrong with it? Okay, I said we're doing trucks, but definitely have to give an honorable mention to this Crown Victoria. This is a nice looking Crown Vic. This is a fancy one. It's got the color matched grille. It's got the fancy. It's not. This one was not a police car. It's got the lockout number things that nobody ever remembers. Yeah, look at the interior. It's got a console shifter. Is this a Marauder? No, it's not a Marauder. It would have a different grille on it. Oh, this is nice. It's got, wow, it's got 253,000 miles on it. But look at the seats. This was taken care of. Somebody really liked this car. 253,000 miles, and the sides are not wore out of the seats. And this sure appears to be the original. This is nice. Like I said, I'm not a Ford guy, but I would drive this, definitely drive this. This is a beauty. 253,000 miles on it. Nice. We're gonna throw a couple dollars on this one just because. Oh, look at that. What kind of Crown Vic is this? Crown Victoria LX. So who knows about a Crown Victoria LX? This is the civilian model, obviously. But any other features on this? I assume it just has the 4.6 in it. Let's look. Well, yeah, it has a 4.6. It's probably only had the 4.6 in it, I imagine. So 2005 as well. There's a lot of 2005s in here. I mean, it looks just pretty average. A little bit of oil leaks, but the hood shocks don't work. But that is a nice car. Now they have more than just, trucks out here and Crown Vics. They got Nissans and Pontiacs and Dodges and Cadillacs. That's not too bad. So we can't sit here and go through all of these cars. I guess we could, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you would get bored. But let me know. I usually try to do 5 or 6. I think I did a few more this time. But you want to see more of the cars and then go see what they go for? Or are you happy with doing, 5 or 6 cars and seeing what they go for just to get a good sampling of what they have? But all of this is for sale. That's for sale. All of that's for sale. Look at that Fiat, that's small. All that's for sale. All that over there is for sale. Everything in this lot. There's, I don't know, just under 100 cars, I guess. 75 maybe. 75 to 100 it says on the website. But let's go back inside and let me give you some information on this auto auction. Again, Indiana Auto Auction here in the heart of downtown Indianapolis, actually just south of downtown. And we'll go over it. I'll tell you what you need to do, how to bid, and then we'll go and see what these cars are going for. So let's go back inside. All right, we are back inside now, and it is 6 o'clock. It is Tuesday, and the auction is starting. So let's just jump right into it and see what we have going on. So this right here is the auction page. This is the main page. This is Indiana Public Auto Auction, and they are located at 1340 South Madison Avenue. So this is the calendar. When you scroll down, you get signed in. You're gonna come down here. Right here it says 82 vehicles are available, so we're just gonna click on that. So let's start out by having a look at their page here, and we'll just have a quick look and see what's going on. There's a little tab that you can hit right here that gives you some sound. And
way under the money. I need $775.
I haven't seen this one.
Be worth more than that.
It has some sort of AI. It has some sort of AI voice that some sort of bidder thing.
$775.
That's weird. So it looks like they're at $775 on this. Let's just look at.
For $675.
Let's look at this one real quick. The current bid is $675. They're asking for $775.
Going twice for $675.
Let's see if it goes. Let's see if it sells for that. Anything?
Is sale for $675.
If sell.
Next
So
item, 2004 Cadillac.
oh, there's a Cadillac. So yeah, this is a little bit weird on this auction. I'm not sure. About to close. I'm not sure if I like this or not. This is a little bit weird. We're gonna get into the trucks here pretty soon. Hey, our Cadillac Escalade is up. So that's the one we looked at that had bad paint on the hood, or no, it had the clear coat stuff. So $775. I actually bid on this. I hit it once at $675.
I want $775.
There was something wrong. I can't remember
Asking for $700.
what the deal was, but this
No
is
sale.
no.
The reserve was not met.
The reserve was not
Next
met.
item, 2005
Okay.
Dodge Grand Caravan.
Let's wait for our next Escalade or whatever came up next. Okay, our
$1,600.
hybrid Escalade is up. Oh, $2,100. They are bidding on this.
$2,100.
Probably not aware that it is a hybrid vehicle, and we don't know how long that battery's going to last.
$2,200.
Wow,
Give me
it's going.
$2,300.
$2,300 on that one. That's
Way under
impressive.
the money. New bid,
I think this was running and driving. I don't think there was anything wrong with it per se. It says,
Asking for
yeah, it just says
$2,400.
running all-wheel drive, third row seat, sunroof,
Good looking truck.
as
New bid,
is.
$2,400.
$2,400 bid on it right now.
You would look good in that. I want $2,500.
If you look there, you can see that the car is wet. So that's one thing I don't like.
We're still a long way off.
It's
Give me
they
$2,500.
wet the car down and then take pictures of it.
What
So
are we waiting for?
you saw it in the lot there. It was not that shiny.
New bid, $2,500.
$2,500. Man, it should go for that. I would definitely sell it for that if I was the owner of this
We're still a
vehicle.
long way off.
Come on, let's see what this
We're
brings.
not done. Going twice for $2,600.
Going twice,
We're not
$2,600.
done yet, are we?
Yeah, we are done, I think. If somebody else hits this, they're crazy. Don't forget the auction fees.
No sale. The reserve was not met.
Oh, you're kidding me. No
Next item,
sell?
2003
Oh,
Ford Explorer.
man. Oh, well. Let's move on to our next. That's not our next one.
New bid,
So it is
$2,500.
tax time, and people seem to be
New bid,
bidding
$5,000.
a
Bid,
lot.
$5,100.
I want you to look at this Honda Civic right now. It's a 2010 Honda Civic,
New bid,
and
$5,200.
they have just been tearing it up. 2010, it has $5,300 on it right now. What's the mileage on this thing? The miles are only 86,000 miles, so that's not bad. But is this car worth
New bid,
$5,500 already? I mean, it's
Give me $5,600.
I don't know. It's got some duct tape here holding the console on. And what else?
Going twice for $5,500.
It's got scrapes here. Looks like it's got some rocker.
Sold for $5,500.
$5,500
Next
is what
item,
that car sold
2004
for.
Chevrolet Impala.
Is it me, or is that just too high?
Give me
Tax time,
$675.
money. That's what that is.
Suburban.
All right, here is our 1996 Suburban, which I had a knock, right? I think that's what we said. Has
Asking
an
for
engine noise.
$725.
Running vehicle, sold as is. Huh. So I don't even see where it says that noise, but
New bid increment $50.
it had a noise.
$675.
So
New bid,
$675. They're bidding on it
Asking
though.
for $775.
It was not the greatest red light.
Selling all the way.
Yeah, I bet they're selling all the way. So this is
Full-size SUV.
full
Asking
size
for
SUV.
$775.
This is a little bit higher than
Don't
I
give up on
would
it now.
go.
Going twice for
Let's see.
$725.
See
I
what
want
she goes for.
$775.
725 is a bid. They want 775. It's a little bit weird.
For $725.
$725. Well, somebody bought that one, so
Asking for
I guess
$625.
I don't know what's going on with this auction, or is it the people that are bidding on it? I guess I should say. It is crazy.
5 Chevrolet Suburban.
There is our Suburban. Now that was not a bad
Bid
vehicle,
$900.
except for that dent right there. It was pretty
Bid
clean.
$1,000.
You think
New
we should
bid $1,100.
bid on this? Or is it going to go too high like everything else?
Asking for $1,200.
$1,200. Let's hit it.
New
Boom.
bid $1,200.
We're the high bidder, $1,200. And we just been outbid.
Selling all the way. I need
It said selling all the way, so I guess that means the reserve is lifted and they're going to sell it. It had 197,000 miles on it. Should we buy this or not? Buy it or not? $1,400, probably $150. Let's hit it. Want to hit it? Want to hit it? Nope, somebody else hit it. Somebody else hit it again. It's going too high.
Give me $1,600.
$1,600. I don't think so. Probably about $200 in buyer fees. We're going to have to check the buyer's fee. I can't remember how much it is, but new bid increments are $25. So they're trying to squeeze as much as they can out of this. That is not a bad looking truck.
New bid $1,550.
Okay, $1,550 plus a couple $100, so like $1,750. That's out of my price range. I don't want to give that much for it, so we're gonna let that go. Let's see, $1,550. Is he gonna go? Yep. $1,550.
Next item.
I don't know. I guess it was okay.
52 Farm Tractor Special Edition.
Here's one I wanted you to see. A 1952 Ford. Is it 8N, 9N, something like that? But they actually have an old farm tractor there. It says running vehicle, average wear and tear, blah blah blah. That's kind of cool.
I want $675.
Where? How do you bid? Oh, no title.
Give me $675.
See, that's messed up. It says no title, but it's a tractor. Now, when it has no title, only a dealer can bid on it. But it's a tractor. You don't need a title for a tractor. So we can't bid on it because we're not a dealer. We can't bid on something that doesn't have a title.
Next item.
Okay. Anyway, so much for that. I was going to bid on that. Our Crown Victoria. This is the one I like. Let's just go ahead and hit some money on that one. $900. We own it. We owned it. It's going. Come on, we'll hit it. We'll get in there. We're high bidder. We're not high bidder. 17. We're high bidder. We're not high bidder. Oh, we owned it like 3 times. So we're not going any higher than that. It's $1,900, $2,000 for that. It looks so good, but the miles are so high. How much was it? What? It's 253,000 miles. Oh, there you go. Man, I wanted that one. Here's our Ford F-350. Now that had low miles on it too. What was that? 89,000 miles. That is a good low miles truck right there. I think it's going to go for, I was thinking 5,000. I think that's what I said. But I don't know if it's going to sell for that kind of money. So let's see what it sells for real quick. Okay, they're up to $7,100 now. So is it going to go now? Come on, $7,100. Is it going to go? And it's an if sale. Unbelievable. If you guys don't know what an if sale is, they had a price in mind, a reserve. It didn't meet the reserve that they wanted, so they're going to call. The auction house is going to call. They're going to call the owner, and they're going to say, hey, we got, X amount of dollars. Will you take it? Maybe they take it. Maybe they send a counter offer, say we want $8,000 for it. So now the person that's buying the truck, he's on the hook for that if they say yes at that bid amount that they gave. But if they raise the price and say we want this much for it, he can say no, I don't want to give that much for it. He can either give it to me for what I bid on it, or he can counter offer with something maybe $500 more or whatever. And if they accept it, he can get it. But he has to take it if they accept the bid that he gave. He doesn't have to accept it if they come out with a higher bid. He can just walk away. So he has to wait. Well, it looks like we're up on our Ford F-150, that rusty thing that was sitting in the back of the lot. Yep, there's a rust on the bed. And it had a bad transmission. The current bid is $575. Unbelievable. Oh, somebody else bid on it. $600. I wonder if they read the fact that it has a bad transmission. And I wonder if they can see the incredible amount of rust that is on this truck. I think even the frame was rusted on this truck, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, somebody's gonna buy this. $600 is the current bid. Nobody else is gonna jump in there. So 600 plus like another $125 for auction fees. So that's about $725 for this truck. It's going twice. And it's no sale. It had a reserve on it. That old rusty non-moving truck had a reserve on it. Unbelievable. And they didn't sell it. They're going to be stuck with that one. Well, I wanted to show you this last vehicle here. Look at this 1995 Mercury Montego. It looks like it's been sitting in a swamp for many, many years. And it just sold for $575. Why would you even buy that? I have no idea. I mean, what about scrap metal? Are the prices of scrap up high enough that you can justify paying $575 plus auction fees? Another $125-ish, $500, $600, and $700. I mean, wow, $700 for that. Okay, well, let me show you something real quick here, and then we're going to wrap this up. Okay, so I just pulled up a list of the buyer's fees. These are the fees that you're going to have to pay for if you win one of these cars. So $0 to $499 is $125. $500 to $999 is $195. So the guy that paid $575 for that last car, about $200 extra, $775 for that old nasty thing that's been sitting underneath a tree. Don't forget the buyer's fee. $1,000 to $1,499, $235. $15 to $2,000, $255, and it goes up. $275, $2 to $3, and it's $4,000 to $5,000 is $355, and then $5,000 to $10,000 ish is 8%. So anything over $5,000 is 8% of what it sells for. So keep that in mind when you are buying these cars. So this was my first time on this website. I've never been to that auction before, and it's okay. I mean, it's tax season time and prices are going up. So it's not the fault of the auction company. It's the fault of the people that are running around throwing money at cars that are not worth it. If you have your tax check and you have that money, just hold on to it. Wait another 2 months until all the crazy people are done tossing their money around for no reason whatsoever. Then, after tax season, when everybody's broke, you will get a good deal. Just be patient. It's not a good time to buy. But we'll keep looking and we'll keep going to the auctions. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Street Rat Garage. Until next time.